Hello there, it's Rick again. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about open houses. Okay, now remember, open houses to me, okay, very simple. Open house is an excuse to prospect that turns into a free retail store for you to collect leads. It's really that simple. Okay, and you have to understand that needs to be your mindset. It's not I show up at 10 from my 10 o'clock open house till 2. I put up a couple signs and I wait. That's not an open house. That's a mistake. Now, it's better than nothing, okay, but it doesn't take advantage of all the things you can do. Okay, I'll give you an example. So let's say today's Monday. I'm having an open house on Saturday. Okay, I'm going to decide where it's going to go. Now, look, even if you're brand new in the business, with us, we have 600-700 listings, and you can find an open house if you want one. Okay, so I recommend that you sit with your managers as close to, if not in the farm area that you want to work, your farming area, okay, and you pick that as your area and you pick a house in there that, it should be on the market, for less than 60 days. It should be priced right. It should be not gated if possible, although that's not the end of the world, so when you're brand new and you don't have your own listings, you almost can have better open houses because you can have several to choose from, okay, to decide where you're going to have your open house. Okay, so now I'm going to decide I'm having my open house. I'm going to go into the VAC. I'm going to do my just listed / open house flyer. Okay, the ones that I'm going to pass around. Because if it's in my farm, let's say, I'm going to go out and knock all the doors. I have plenty of time to go knock all the doors, drop off the flyers if they're not home. Okay, it's the perfect way to go through. That's why I like active open houses, because they force you to use company tools as far as the VAC for your brochures, what you're going to be passing out. They make you get out there and door knock. I would even call the same area. Okay, it's an excuse to prospect. It's your reason. There's no better reason or easier, I would say, form of rejection than calling to invite people to an open house. You're on top of it. Okay. You're being proactive, and the people that you're looking to farm out from having the open house, okay, is why you're doing it. All right, remember, very few homes, and I know people that sell homes at open houses and once or twice in their whole career, but it's very rare that you're going to sell the open house you're sitting at. But that's not the point. The point is to load yourself up with prospects by having an open house. So I've decided where I'm going to have it. Days, if not a week in advance. I'm going to come up with my brochure that I'm going to pass out. I'm going to go knock if it's not my farm, then just pick 200 or 300 homes around there and then also call them. Some people answer the phone, won't answer the door. Some people answer the door, won't answer the phone. So at least you'll get as many as you can. You'll see people that come to your open house that you met 3 days before by knocking on their door. Okay, that's a really good contact when it happens that way. Okay, so decide where it's going to be. Close to your farm as possible, if not in it, okay? And then, do the door knocking, drop off the flyers and so forth, and then call. Very important, okay? Also, you can also do a video, use Videolicious, or you can just do a live video, okay, of, I'm standing here in front of my home, I'm having this open house on Saturday from 10 to 2, do a brief commercial about it, okay, and boost it on Facebook, and you'll get traffic from doing that if you do it right. Okay, just a quick explanation of the property. And let's face it, in today's business, look, and you're talking to somebody who is probably one of the longest holdouts. You got to start getting comfortable doing video. That's why it's very important that in all your marketing, you use your current picture. Okay, I say that half jokingly, half serious, because I've seen some of your pictures. They're not that honest. Okay, if your card looks like your daughter and your video looks like you, that's not good. It doesn't make you look good. Or son and you, because men do it too. Okay, use what you currently look like today. All right, not like when I had hair. It's a dead giveaway. All right, so don't do that, because I'm going to tell you, and I could give you example after example, people don't think you're 100% honest. If you'll bend the truth about that, maybe you'll do it in other areas too. Okay, not good. So use your current, it's what you look like. And the only person who cares what you look like is you. No one's going, oh my God, look at him, he has 3 chins. No one does that to yourself. The only person that does that to you is you. They're listening to, do I want that house? Does it have what I need? And you just happen to be the person delivering the message. Okay, it's your ego that gets in your way when you're doing that. So stop it. Okay, nobody cares but you. All right, so you're going to decide where you're going to have it. You're going to door knock it, you're going to call it, you're going to do a boost, okay, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want, all social media, actually, okay, whatever you're using, I would send it out there, okay? Now it's the day of. So now it's an excuse to prospect, and I've done the prospecting. Now the day of, your job is to get their information. That's your job, okay? Like when they walk into my house, I have a sign on the front door. Seller requests everyone who come through the open house sign in, okay? Very simple. So they have to open the door. This is my theory. If they open the door and they've read that, we're in agreement, all right? So I have little clipboards. I don't have one big clipboard, okay, when they come in. And some people do it that way and they're very successful. If you're already doing it and you're getting 70 to 80, 90% of the people to sign in, keep doing it the way you're doing it. I had little clipboards, like Axiom Mortgage has the perfect little clipboards they give out, plus the lead sheet that fits right on it. Okay, and when they walk in, I don't say anything, I just hand it to them. Hi, welcome to my open house. So glad you stopped by. And I just hand that to them. They take it, people take it when you hand it to them. Now, and it has a pen on it and everything. I have 4 or 5 of those at the open house. So every time somebody walks in, I hand them one of those. Now, I don't ask them to fill it out right away, I just hand it to them. Now they're walking around and I'm talking to them. My next job when they show up is to get into great conversation. What brings you here? How did you hear about it? What are you looking for? Where do you live now? Remember, all open-ended questions that I'm going to repeat. And, oh, you live over there? Great. How long have you lived over there? Great. What exactly are you looking for? How long have you been looking? Right, those types of questions. Okay, and then usually when they answer, you have several more questions you can ask. Okay, remember, it's not an interrogation, so take it easy, but that's why you want to be repeating and approving. Okay, so now I'm in rapport with them. Rapport is very interesting. It just means they're comfortable with me, I'm comfortable with them. You can feel it as a human being, as they can too. Then if I'm halfway through the house with them and they haven't started filling out that clipboard, I'm going to ask them to. Oh, hey, Paul, I see you haven't started to. Could you fill that out, please? Right? And then they'll start filling it out. Now, even if I get, and I'm going to tell you 80% of the people that came to mind filled it out. All right? But even if they don't, or even if they do fill it out, I don't always trust what they've given me, so I take out my cell phone, okay? Because at Berkshire Hathaway, we have this great tool called Mobility RE. I call it, okay, MLS on your phone. So now they filled it out, they've handed it back to me, and I go, hey, by the way, you're looking for a home in the area and you own a home and so forth. Would you like MLS on your phone? That's what I call it. Would you like MLS on your phone? I have this great app. It'll wherever you're standing, Paul, in Nevada, it'll tell you what's on the market. Would you like that? Great, give me your cell phone. I'll send it right over to you. And I get their cell phone. Now I know if I have their cell phone, that's all I need to know, really, right? So even if they filled it out, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to give them Mobility RE. But I can't lead with that. When they walk in, that's why I have the sign there. It sets the tone. Then when they walk in, I hand it to them. But I don't say anything. I let them grab it. And some of them start filling. Most people, over 50% of them, will just start filling, because that's what the sign said that, and then boom, right? But some of them want to carry it and walk. I don't even bring it up until we're into the process, okay? Then I'll bring it up again, and then I still want to give them my app, because then I'm really going to have their information. And you can hear their phone beep, you know, when it accepts it, okay? So I've done the actions before. I've prospected. I've talked to people. I've created, more people showing up, more volume coming. Now they're here. I'm going to make sure I get 70 to 80%, if not 90%, of names, email, everything I can. Okay, as far as information, because I need something to follow up on, which is the last step. Okay. So now my job while I'm there is to get into great conversations, make an impression. All right, I'm going to tell you one question I never asked, by the way, is, and everybody asks this question, and it drives me nuts. Are you working with an agent now? Okay, well, I would never ask that question. Even though it's on some of the lead sheets that we have, I still wouldn't ask it. It's like handing them a reflex no. Yep, I am. Basically you're giving them a reason not to talk to you. I would never ask that question, even if they are. Plus, here's what I know about Nevada, Arizona, okay, and California. Nevada probably being the best, Arizona second, and California being the worst. Nobody gets buyer broker agreement signed. I know that. It's okay. At best, I think in Nevada is about 10%. That means 90% don't. That means even the ones that tell me, yeah, I'm working with somebody, aren't, because they don't have a contract signed, which means they're a customer, not a client. So do I ever try to talk bad about anybody? Never. I have a realtor code of ethics. I would never do that. But here's what I know. Acting, walking, talking, being a professional, if they're not getting the service they want, they're going to get my business card when they leave. They're going to know who they talk to. They'll call you back later when they're not getting the service they want. So just treat everybody the same, okay? And you'll get business from that later on. And I'm still going to follow up on them anyway as well. I get their information, I'm still going to follow up on them because what I know is that 90% of people do not get buyer-broker agreement signs, which means they're technically not working with anybody. Okay? So start off with where you're going to have it. Do the activities that make it an active open house. Make sure when you're there, okay, that you're getting information from them. Don't overdo it. Okay? Just be natural. Enjoy it. Have fun at the open house. And then it's all about the follow-up after. Remember? The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I like to say, like if I had 15 people show up to an open house, okay, let's say I got 12 names. 15 people show up, I have 12 real information. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to explain to them how I work with buyers, which is the next video I'm going to do. And, okay, so I know that by doing that, I'm going to get at least a couple of people that are going to work with me now or in the near future. So you go, well, that's not a very good turnover. You're all going to lose buyers, lose them faster because they're not all buyers. Some of them are just lookers and tire kickers. You want to work with the ones that are willing to do what it takes to get it sold. And part of that for me is signing a buyer-broker agreement, getting qualified by my lending institution or at least a couple that I use. Okay? There you go. Go out and kill it with active open houses. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.